Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I feel like the days get like hectic right before the holidays. No matter how prepared or not prepared you tend to be. And with Owen, he is just now kind of starting to enjoy the holidays or celebrations, like birthdays and things like that. And he is still learning about it. He's still trying to figure out what that means. And it's a big deal for him. I mean, it's a lot for him to want presents, be able to handle opening presents, being able to watch someone else open presents. I mean, there is so much with this, and I get very excited. I get very emotional about the whole thing because for years, gifts meant my son was going to have a meltdown. And you know, how do you explain to somebody that we can't open a gift that you may have given him because he will be crying and sad and, you know, upset and on the floor and it's one of those things, and it's hard to even when you try to do something that's special for your child and they can't process it or handle it, it's difficult. It's emotional. It's a lot for you to go through. And then, you know, I get very, very emotional still. Fortunately, my mom, you know, is very understanding about everything, and you know, it's sad for her too. It's sad for my family. It's sad. It's hard when for years that wasn't something like we would have to stop and not go. We stayed home for Christmas. We would do just, and it's a lot. It's emotional. It's hard on my son. It's hard on us. It's just the expectations of going someplace are almost as stressful as the moments that he is in tears for a reason. And so walking out my door sometimes is one of the hardest things that I ever had to do or do. Now, today is changing. Today, he's growing. Today, I'm growing. Today, I'm learning. But for years, the anxious moments of going out my door were very difficult, were very, very, very emotional. So when I look at the pictures of my son at school, and he has a present from Santa that the school, the kids, the the teachers were able to, Santa came, and he's sitting there with a present, and he wants to go see Night Santa, and he wants, oh, hello, make a mess. He wants to go see Night Santa, which is who he calls his therapy place's Santa. They have a 5K to raise funds for the facility for helping kids like Owen get the therapy that they need. And, it's such a beautiful, amazing moment for him to want to see Santa and want to do these things now. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Woohoo! I'm trying to do like a gold kind of frame around this. Somehow I've got myself way up there, which is probably going to change everything, but so, him being able to be in a room with Santa, with other people, opening presents, excited about seeing Santa. Night Santa, he got to see in November. He's going to get to see Fish Santa, which he calls, Fish Santa is Cabela's. He loves going there and seeing Santa, and their Santa is amazing, with Owen and everything. And now his therapy place said they're going to do a Santa night, and this is just wonderful. Like, there's just these moments that just, it's such a beautiful thing. It's just so wonderful to see him growing and doing this. And especially, like I said, when for years it wasn't like that. It wasn't where we could go and do something. We would stay home. He didn't want to see Santa. And, you have to work through that emotionally, to be able to kind of handle it and deal with it, and just the shock of going someplace and your child crying and being sad for years was hard. And it's supposed to be so joyous, and it wasn't for him. The box was the gift. And, when you have family and you're supposed to go someplace, and instead of him getting to sit in the chair he wants to sit in, somebody else is sitting in that chair. Or, someone comes and knocks on the door with more things. Or like with my son, I wasn't supposed to be at my parents' house the same time as he was. He thought that, because I always dropped him off, my mom watched him a lot. And, they spend their Saturdays together my mom's such a great grandma, and, he loves spending time with her. And so they would spend most Saturdays are their days. And, that's, like I said, that's just wonderful. But it's also very emotional, very hard, knowing that he would have huge meltdowns because I was going to be there at the same time he was. So, learning to let go, learning to grow, learning to get past that moment, it's hard. It's different. It's a lot. And so, when you look at a family and you invite someone, and being invited, like for us, it's such a warm and wonderful thing. And I encourage, if you have family that has children with autism, please keep inviting them and know that they may or may not be able to come. And if they get to the driveway and they have to back out, there's a reason. But keep inviting them. Take them some food or ask them what you can do for them. Know that they are trying to have that spirit as well, that Christmas spirit, and it's a lot. It's a lot when you think something's going to happen and it doesn't, or it changes, or it's so hard to figure out always the right moments or the right things to say or do. Even like Owen has come so far. I mean, he sat on a Christmas present. It was this big train set thing for, a month, probably, at least 3 weeks. And he thought that was like the coolest thing. And then he got so upset because I opened it. And he could not even handle it. It was way too much for him. And so we were getting ready to leave to go to my family, and we couldn't even walk out the door. We could not even get out of the door. It was too much for him. And so looking at those moments, it's, again, such an emotional thing because I wanted to go spend time with my family. I wanted him to be able to enjoy those moments. But you just breathe on your days. And like I said, sometimes walking out our door was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do. It was too much for him. And so today, when I see a picture of him and he is with his class and they are having a Santa day and he is loving it, I am so incredibly happy. I'm so thrilled because he is enjoying those moments. Dad's beat a painter and me does. So if somebody in your family or someone you know keeps telling you no, they can't come, keep inviting them, because the invitation is just as much as being able. Acceptance and knowing and thinking through it and just being able to say, that is so much of it for me. Like, my son, I knew our church was our church when more people knew my son's name than they knew my name. That was a huge deal to me. And the people that accept us and know that we may or may not be able to do something, or just every option, for them to be able to still it means the world. And so as the holidays approach and your cousins, I booped, went farther than I wanted, and your cousins, your aunt, your uncle, your somebody can't make it, just keep checking on them. Keep checking. And always announce before you come. Owen has a hard time with ringing doorbells or people coming when they're not supposed to come. That throws him off. That kind of sends him into a different thought process. So just announce. But I look at the progress and I know it's gonna be all right. Because Owen is doing amazing. He's making incredible strides. We're now able to go so many more places. But it's still a process. My mom's birthday, his grandma, his like one of his absolute favorite people. Her birthday was the 14th, and today is the 17th. I had to think about that for a minute. We had weather. We had a snowstorm that came through, and we should have really celebrated her birthday on Saturday, but that was still even questionable. We thought the storm might come sooner. Anyways, so we haven't yet celebrated it. We were supposed to go Tuesday. We were going to go because Monday it was pretty bad still. And we could not go on Tuesday because Owen could not process it. He couldn't process that we were going to Grandma's house. So we did not go. And just in case you're wondering, yes, I'm making a mess of what we have. Oh, I always think that I'm going to figure it out, but we'll get there. It's just paint. It's just paint, people. It's just paint. It's just paint. We'll paint again. I wanted to try something different. And so, kind of gotta make this like a, corner. A corner thingy. And I made this section really big. But that's okay. Again, it's just paint. Whoops. Just paint.
This is a reminder.
So, I have a lot of reminders on my phone. And Owen, he never ceases to amaze me how brilliant he is. He started listing off my reminders and just going through them. And I couldn't completely understand him at first. And he has a hard time with some words. And so he was going through it. And I was just amazed, like, what he was saying and what he was doing. He's just amazing. My dude is amazing. The things he knows, the things he's learning, the things he is saying, he's just amazing. Okay, so now that I've made a mess, I'm gonna try to, let's see. I feel like I want like some scroll work on here, and that will detract from it being uneven. You know, like I said, we're learning and growing, and it will all be okay. It'll all work out in the wash. I promise. I promise. We just have to, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I really should work on like doing templates or learning how to make things even, but I haven't, and that's okay. It's, you know what I'm gonna say? Just paint. So we have fun and we paint. We paint. And we learn. And we grow. And we love. And we need more gold paint. And that's okay too. Um, so now I do need a little bit more gold paint. I'm gonna go in and whew, my eyes are tired. I'm doing much better with my chemo. Like I'm done, but I was still kind of having some yuckiness, even though, don't worry, I'm going to go back and I'm just trying to kind of age it. I'm not quite as sick is what I'm trying to say. So I see progress. It's just figuring out, how to get through it. But I'm just glad that I am cancer-free and feeling better. See, now I'm not worried about it being so even, because I'm paint-wise not not up and down. Okay, and I'm gonna make that more non-pointy. Every time there's an uneven board, when I do things like this, it makes the noise. So, Owen has 2 more days of school before Christmas break, and this morning when he woke up, he was concerned with spring break, not Christmas break. Immediately he got back into asking about spring or Christmas break, but his first moment in time was spring break. Okay. I think I'm done. I think. So, the moral of all this story is thank you for your support. Thank you for the understanding. O for Owen. Thank you for being a part of our day. L. And thank you for listening. And B. And if you have any questions, or you just be kind, be amazing, be the people you are. That's what it is. So thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.